Hey you guys, we have a bunch of mount related events going on, and so I'm gonna go ahead and well, I thought through it a little bit, but maybe I'll change my mind. There's always the moment that you start actually getting going. um, yeah, at least for me, I always end up switching up something that I had in mind before. um, I can't collect any of these mount trainer rewards, unfortunately. You know, sometimes they allow you to collect them again, but for me, I collected them again over whatever Christmas, not Christmas, it was like the Hall of Fame special. They let us collect those again, and so maybe eventually they'll do that again. But at the moment, I can't collect any of these. Luckily, I do have a bunch of whips stored up, and so where's the other mount stuff? Mount refining. So here we refine 10 times, get a 20% return on the mount hooves, which is not bad. It's not amazing. There's been a 33% return is, I think, the best I've seen it. Training your mount, refining your mount 3 times and getting 1 back. And then we get some of these Eternal Longing packs, which you can get the Arabian Camel card and some other goodies from. So for me, I already got the camel card twice, so I'm not really dying to get these packs, even though that's a big attraction. And then some basic coordinate shards, you know, whatever. I have tons of basic coordinate maps or dimensions, so not as attractive. And then Love Thy Mount, also giving packs and more mount hooves. So this is really not a super ideal set of mount events for me, and so I'm just going to do a limited amount. I want to get some gold out of this mount training one and some packs, but even if I get more camel cards, I don't think the exchange is that good. Let's see here, where's exchange? So Whisper of Blessing, oh, you can get some gold from there too. But the Arabian Camel card, you get some mount whips back, which is fine, I guess. Some Sylph equipment shards, which I really don't need. That's pretty much just gold for me. And then a Whisper of Blessing, which are, you know, there's one item, the Ancient Horns, that you get for every single box you open, and Whisper of Blessing only is a chance at those, and so you need them to exchange for some of these fancier items. For me, in the exchange, probably the most attractive ones. These Divinity Souls have a weird exchange rate, and so I might end up with way too few of these Whisper of Blessings. The Golden Holy Water seem a little bit more attractive to me. I don't need hooves. I think I'm going to be all set there. And then I already was able to exchange for most of the clothing, I think. So, yeah, I mean, just not... This set of events is not super necessary. Now that I already have the mount, I don't need to be doing a lot. So I think I'm just going to mostly hoard. So let's go ahead. I'm going to do mount training first, and then we can do refines. Of course, going to go after intellect first. I think maybe I'll do a little bit of defense and maybe a little bit of endurance as well, and then just leave some room in my mount. I've gotten a few mounts. I've collected some. So in my endurance, defense, and strength, I have 30 levels that I can work on in my mount, which is, for by my standards these days, that's really good. And then my intellect only has 16 levels that I can work on, just because I did some the last time one of these events came around. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so I maxed out my intellect, and I'm actually going to go ahead and collect now and just see how I'm doing on rewards. So I can collect 63 of these. So that's 63 chests. I mean, that's a pretty good chunk already. Oh, and I'm definitely getting plenty of these hooves. Well, actually, I might just leave it at that. I have now with Herc, I have over 140k magical attack, which is nice. Well, I do want to kind of work on my defense, so why don't we do some of that too? I think that's it for mount training. I just wanted to make sure that I got some multiple of 50, and so I can collect 53 more of these, and I think that's should be enough. So a little bit of a BR upgrade there. Let me see, I had an Excel file. So before I was at 642,315. Now I'm up to 643,459. So yeah, about 1100 BR, which is fine. You know, it's not like I use that much, and I get pretty modest gains from mount whips these days. It's not like I go for them that much, and it's not like I can't get 10k BR from just mount whips these days, just because it's so limited for me. So I don't have super high expectations for that. As far as mount refining goes, you know, I've gotten a few more mounts. I have one of these that I accidentally got to 5 stars the other time. So for me, I think I'm at the point where I could either get very close, especially if I did more mount whips, or I could already cap my mount refines. So I finally got the Majestic Stingray after God knows how long. I have this Owly mount and the Arabian Camel, which I mentioned that I got already. So why don't I go ahead and get those to 4 stars or max or whatever. Yeah, so 4 stars or 3 stars in the case of Stingray. And maybe I'll call it a day with that. Okay, so I refined my mount almost 1200 times. I could do 7 more. Maybe I'll do that later, but so I can collect 120 rewards. I actually got really lucky and didn't have to use that many hooves. I skipped a bunch, but actually that's not so great in the sense of collecting rewards. You know, I have enough hooves that I would actually maybe just rather pay the full price to refine my mount. So I get 120 of those. So this is actually pretty generous as far as these packs go. So I got 236. The reason why I'm not caring about getting packs so much here, I mean, it's always good to get event chests. I do want materials. I do want to be able to exchange stuff. I want to try for these coins of ancestry just because I think eventually there's going to be a good trade. There hasn't been one in a while, but I'm just hoping that eventually there is a really good one. And so the other thing is I'm going to get a lot of them from clothing. So tomorrow there's another tailoring event, and so I'm going to be able to get full rewards for not only the helm but also the weapon. I'm going to be able to get level 7 rewards for wings and maybe level 5 or 6 for the armor. But just in general, I know I'm going to get on the order of hundreds of chests from that. So tune in tomorrow for that event. I'm really excited. I don't go as fast when it comes to clothing as I would say other players in my BR class. So I'm just dying to catch up. I want all that, like that shiny Pope outfit with the big thing on the head. Anyway, so I'm really looking forward to that, but it's going to give me a lot of chests, and I already have this camel. So again, trying to hold out for as best of rewards as I can. You know, if I leave room in my mount to train with whips and train and refine with hooves, then later on I can possibly get free mounts from other events and not have to, you know, not feel like I want to cash or whatever. And so that's always a good thing. So yeah, if you get the mount early, I would actually just try and, you know, do a little bit of these events, see if you can get the mount with the earlier amounts of chests, and then leave the rest alone for the next event, because there's only so many items that you actually want from an event. You know, maybe you want the full clothing set and and plus the mount, and that's really, I mean, that's the extent of it, unless there's really something special in there, which I think for this set of events there really isn't. So yeah, don't overdo it. Just be careful and think diligently about it. So let's go ahead and open up these chests. I'm already seeing some coins of ancestry. Plenty of divinity souls. My silver equipment shards, which are just gold for me. And some soul seals. Any other, of course, ancient horns. Anything else special? No camel, but you know, again, not the end of the world. I already got 2 of those. And so 5 coins of ancestry. Most of the mounts through the, or I think every mount in the coins of ancestry exchange have been for 5 coins. Don't use 8 coins on that sylph belt. That was crazy. That's the dumbest exchange I've seen so far. I don't know why. Like a plus 30 stat mount would ever cost 5 coins, and then you want, you know, a piece of sylph equipment, which is very easy to get for 8 coins. So you know, be smart about these things. I'm sure you guys know better for the most part. So yeah. So good luck with opening up your chest. I hope everybody gets lots of mounts and coins of ancestry and all sorts of stuff. And so let me know how you guys do. And yeah, have a very good day and take care.